In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm solving this easy KenKen number 1. And I'm going to think out loud as I solve this problem, and I'm going to document my steps so that I can model how I would love for you to go about showing me how you solve a KenKen task. So I'm going to start down here in the lower left where you can see I already wrote the number 1 because, as we know, this is a 4x4, and that means we can only use the numbers 1 through 4. And if this box is designated for just one number and it says it needs to be 1, then it needs to be 1. So I'm going to do that. Anytime I see a single box, just go fill that number in. Okay? Now I'm going to go up to where the 7 plus sign is. And what I'm going to do is say, well, what are the ways that I can add to 7? For example, 1 plus 6, 2 plus 5, and 3 plus 4. By process of elimination, because this is a KenKen that only deals with the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can rule out 1, 6, 2, and 5. That means 3 and 4 need to go in there, but I don't know where the 3 and the 4 go. So now what I know for sure in this column, I've got the numbers 3 and 4 up here and the number 1 down here. That means that 2 has to go where it says 5 plus. Okay, so my third answer or step in solving this was knowing that the 2 goes there. 2 plus 3 gets me 5. Okay, now I'm just going to look for other areas. I'm going to try this down here, down below where the 2 divide sign is. So how do you get to 2? You divide 4 by 2, so that's a possibility. Or you could divide 2 by 1, and that's also 2. But we've already used the 2 in this spot, lower left corner. So we can cross off the 2 divided by 1, which means 4 divided by 2 has to go in there. Again, I'm not sure if it's 4, where they go. So I'm just going to say, okay, that was my fourth step, knowing that 4 and 2 are going to go in there. Well, similar to what we did on the left side, where I knew the numbers 1 through 4 are being used, on the bottom row 1 through 4 have to be used. And I know that 1 is being used and 4 and 2. So that means 3 has to go here. So that's going to be my fifth step that I came up with. Okay, now we're seeing this rectangle is 12 by using multiplication. So 3 times 4, I can finish that one. Then I'm going to move up above and see that getting 3 uses subtraction here. So how can we get 3 using subtraction? We could go 4 minus 1. 3 minus 0, but there's no 0, right? So I know that the numbers 4 and 1 are being used in that rectangle area. And if I look right below, there's a 4 being used in this column already. So I can't put 4 here. I have to put 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. And I think that was my sixth step that I got. Now if we go up this column on the right, we've got 1, 4, and 3 being used, which means 2 has to finish out that column. And I'm looking at getting 6 using multiplication, so I would need to multiply 2 times 3 to get 6. So that would have been my, seventh step that I finished? Okay, now what I'm going to use is a different highlighter, so because it's getting messy here. This column right here, we have 3 of the 4 numbers, 3, 4, and 1. So that now tells me, okay, this has to be 2, because 1, 2, 3, 4, I've used the digits 1 through 4. How do we get 2? We said we were going to go 4 divided by 2, so I'm going to put 4 here, 4 divided by 2. Okay, that was my 8th step. All right, and now we just got to figure out this top. So earlier, we said we would get to 7 using addition, using the numbers 3 and 4. And if I look at this row now that already has a 3 in it, that means 3 cannot go in this top left. So 4 has to go there, meaning 3 there. And a good way to double check your answers as you go is notice that the 4, 3, 2, and the 1, there's no digit repeating in that column. Let's finish this out where we have 3. We got to get to 3 using addition. The only way to do that is using 2 and 1. So this row up here has 4, 3, and 2, so 1 is needed for that row. And that means 2 goes here. And again, quick double check, make sure every row uses the digits 1 through 4 without any repetition.